senior managers, and leaders. And in the last 10 years, I've seen a massive shift in the world. The world is not what I have read when I was studying my MBA. It is changing so fast that many of the things that we are teaching in schools and classrooms is irrelevant, outdated, and completely useless. That part we know. What we are not able to know very clearly is that when will it stop and when will it stabilize? And I have a feeling that I don't think it will stabilize. So, my request to all you students who are studying and getting ready to go into the corporate world or become an entrepreneur is to look at the basic questions you're asking. So, there are three questions I get asked from my students. And the pattern are these three questions. If you see them, the question number one is, what do I do with my life? How do I decide my career? Second is, I find students बहुत डरे हुए रहते हैं आजकल कि मुझे डिसीजन करने में डर लगता है एंड व्हाट इफ ये गलत डिसीजन हो गया मेरी तो लाइफ बर्बाद हो जाएगी एंड व्हेन आई हियर दीस सेंटेंसेस मुझे बड़ा दुख होता है कि हम लोग आपको एजुकेशन प्रिपेयर कर रहे हैं कि आप लोग फियरलेस बन जाओ डरो ही मत पर आप लोग तो डरते ही जा रहे हो and to me as a teacher that is unacceptable, so we will talk about it. And the third is I also feel that all you students want to be successful. There is not a single student in this room, there's not a single human being जो बोलता है कि मुझे तो fail करना है. Everybody wants to be successful. The problem is we all want to be successful abhi, and that is a strange phenomena which I want to talk to you all about. So what I plan to do is in the next 30-40 minutes, I'll share with you some stories. And in that storytelling session, and I'll tell you the stories of three remarkable people. And I chose these three remarkable people from history. And the history is not 5-10 साल purani history. I'm going to take you back to the year 1854 and even earlier. आज से 160 साल 170 साल पहले लेके जाऊंगा. And why do I want to take you to history? हम लोग history को बहुत अंडर एस्टिमेट करते हैं. And history is such a powerful subject. First of all, it takes us to a different world, so it takes our mind away from our problems. Second, it helps us see the people in that time and how they dealt with challenges. So if we can understand the problems they faced and how they dealt with it, maybe we will come back to our present and we will look at our problems very differently, and hopefully we'll be able to become a lot better at solving our problems. So what I'm going to do is, आज से 160-170 साल पहले there was a war which connected with the Ukraine-Russian war. It's called the Crimean War. History में हमने नाम सुना होगा. And Crimean War happened sometime in the 1854 kind of a time frame. British soldiers were fighting the Russians. The French were also supporting the British soldiers. So it was like almost like a mini World War. Actually, kind of gave birth to the events which later would create World War I. And it's not that